Hello everyone, this is Rachel live from Kalkine Studios in Sydney and you're watching the early trades. Now the Australian share market has advanced in the opening minutes of trade with the benchmark index adding 7 points. Shares in Afterpay rebounded after hitting a 52-week low on Tuesday. The buy now pay later giant jumped 5.8% while Zipco shares rose 3.2%. Pilbara Minerals also bounced back from heavy losses yesterday, adding 4.8% to $2.63. Travel stocks rose on easing concerns about the Omicron variant. Flight Centre shares climbed 1.1%, Webjet added 1%, and corporate travel management firmed 1.3%. Rio Tinto shares edged 0.7% lower, and that was following an announcement saying it will acquire the Rincon lithium project for $825 million. Charter Hall shares declined 4.5% after purchasing a 50% interest in Paradise Investment Management. Wall Street delivered on yesterday afternoon's promise of a strong night. Now the question for Australian investors is whether the ASX has much more to give after front-running the rally. The S&P ASX 200 surged 0.86% yesterday. The rally lifted the index back towards the upper range of the downward trend that's developed since the market peaked in mid-August. The index looks to have some more room to advance before it hits technical resistance, but a repeat of yesterday's performance is unlikely. Trading volumes this week have been modest, but not abnormally low, and that suggests institutional traders have yet to log off. Shrinking volumes have been more evident in the speculative end of the market. Volumes on the S&P ASX Emerging Companies Index have been declining all month. And we have a big day with 4 IPOs set to hit the boards today. First up, we have Atturra. They were formerly known as the FTS Group. The company designs and maintains IT systems. DMC Mining is set to list at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, a nickel copper explorer with projects in Western Australia. Vulcan Metals is set to list at 2 and looks for gold in Victoria's Bendigo region. And Infinity Mining at 3 p.m. there will be exploring for gold and rare earths in WA. The listing of Greentech Metals has been pushed back for now until Friday. And now, before we move to some more important updates from ASX listed companies, let's just take a short break here. I'll be back soon.
Hi, I'm Sage, and get ready to take the crypto ride with me on Kalkine TV. Watch the Crypto Buzz every Tuesday and join the excitement at Kalkine TV. From Bitcoins to NFTs to Dogecoin and DeFi, we have updates about everything around these digital currencies. Understand the investing rationale and the risks involved in the space with me, Sage, on Crypto Buzz. Keep watching Kalkine TV.
Welcome back, Rachel here, and you're watching the early trades. Let's look at some other newsmakers. Today is a day with a lot of announcement, starting with mining giant Rio Tinto. They entered into a binding agreement to acquire the Rincon lithium project in Argentina from Rincon Mining for $825 million. Now, Rincon is a large, undeveloped lithium brine project located in the heart of the Lithium Triangle in the Salta province of Argentina. The project is a long-life, scalable resource capable of producing battery-grade lithium carbonate. Now, BHP says it will not increase or extend its offer to acquire Noront Resources and will therefore not match the bid by Wyloo Metals. BHP Chief Development Officer Johan van Grasveld said that BHP is committed to its strict capital discipline framework. While the Eagle's Nest deposit is a promising resort, they do not see adequate long-term value for BHP shareholders to support an increase in BHP's offer in order to match the $1.10 per share proposal from Wyloo. Now, directors of PM Capital Asian Opportunities Fund have recommended that shareholders accept the WAM capital takeover bid before it expires. That's in the absence of a superior proposal. PM Capital attached target statement to an announcement which included an independent expert report from Longer and Edwards and Associates. The report concluded that the WAM takeover bid was fair and reasonable. It's due to close on the 14th of January 2022 unless extended. And Link Administration has entered into a trading halt. That's pending an announcement relating to a proposal for a potential control transaction. The company requested the trading halt remain in place until the company makes an announcement to the market on the 23rd of December. Link has been the subject of multiple takeover proposals over the last year, including a $2.8 billion bid from private equity giant the Carlyle Group. And Charter Hall has purchased a 50% interest in Paradise Investment Management, and that's in a bid to expand its listed real estate equities capability into broader listed equities. The acquisition price represents a net profit after tax multiple of 10 times. Charter Hall also has the option to acquire the remaining 50% of the PIM at the start of financial year 2025. Charter Hall reaffirmed operating earnings guidance for financial year 2022 of no less than $1.05 per security. And the Sunland Group has announced the settlement for the sale of its Ingleside property in New South Wales for $35.3 million, which has generated a net profit after tax of $11.9 million. The company has subsequently declared a fully franked special dividend of 10 cents per share payable on the 13th of Jan. Sunland also provided profit guidance for the first half ending the 31st of December of $33 million after tax, subject to the review of the half-year financials by the company's auditor. And CSL has appointed Deloitte as an external auditor from 2024 financial year, subject to shareholder approval. Ernst & Young is presently CSL's external auditor and will undertake the audit of CSL for the 2022 and 2023 financial year. Shareholder approval to confirm the appointment of Deloitte will be sought at CSL's 2023 AGM. And Crown Resorts has appointed Bronwyn Weir as Group Company Secretary following the resignation of Craig Durham. She joined Crown in March and was the company's Deputy Group Company Secretary. She's previously been the Company Secretary of the Ardent Leisure Group. Well, that's all for the early trades now. Stay tuned to Kalkine TV. We've got many more shows lined up for you across the economy, markets and sectors. This is Rachel signing off.